Hi, this is for the 5th and 6th grade. Apologize to all the parents. I've had some technical difficulties this weekend. I hopefully will not have these issues going forward, but I thought I'd add this extra video if you had any questions about the funnel method. So both of these examples are outlines. This would be considered the thesis right here. And this would be point 1, point 2, point 3, and this also would be a thesis, point 1, point 2, point 3. So the funnel method is when you start off with a paragraph that is your introductory paragraph. The first sentence in the introductory paragraph is a general topic sentence. We talked more about this in the 5th and 6th grade writing class. The thesis of the essay should be the very last sentence, and it should go right at the end of the paragraph. Now, this shape does not represent the way your paragraph should be shaped when you turn it in. It's to represent that you start from a general topic, a hook, and you narrow it down to your thesis. So if I were to illustrate this, I actually am going to try to copy and paste example essays for both of these in the notes, in the details. But it would be something like, statistics show that, so many percentage of kids are playing video games these days. So I start off general. I still start off with my topic. The subject of my paper should be the subject of my thesis, and it should also be the subject of my introduction, topic sentence for my introduction. So by general, we don't mean there are lots of kids in the world. All these kids do lots of things to be entertained. One of the things they do is play video games. Way too general. Not a good introductory sentence. Focus on the subject of the topic. The topic of the essay is the subject of the sentence of both the introductory sentence and the thesis. Okay, so your thesis, this sentence right here, would go right here. Then you would have another paragraph. This would be where you would place this first sentence. Point 1 would go right here. You would have a second paragraph. Point 2 would be the first sentence of that paragraph. Your third paragraph, point 3, would go right here. And then your fourth paragraph, you would restate your thesis. Now, for sake of learning, it would be acceptable to restate it exactly. But in formal writing, you should never exactly restate it. You're going to make the same point, but in a different way. That doesn't mean you just invert it and make it passive. Players benefit by playing video games. That would not be a good restatement. It would be more like you're thinking more of like a summary statement. So I might say, in conclusion, video games benefit the whole person and they don't harm like many would think, or something like that. So I'm not going to just spit out the exact same thing I said earlier. So as you can see, it looks slightly like a funnel, maybe not exactly, but this is what we call the funnel method. So the idea behind this assignment is that you write a funnel method with this thesis, and then you do the same thing with this thesis. So I'm going to include 2 examples in the notes in case you need just some more help with this. You should be able to pick out their outline, which I would call this the outline, from the essay. So I hope you have fun with this assignment. It's a really fun one to do. And like I said, if this is new to you, just borrow my outline and you fill out the paper. So the stuff that goes in here is going to be proofs for your statement. Video games benefit the player physically. Now I'm going to explain how they benefit them because if they're older and they're in a nursing home and they need exercise, they can't actually go to a bowling alley. It'd be too dangerous and pick up a bowling ball, but they can play the Wii and get some physical exercise without the risk of injury or something like that. So I would provide several, at least 2 examples per paragraph. So I'm explaining in the paragraph why this sentence is true. So it's a good exercise of how to write the funnel method. It would be good if you had actual evidence, but you can also make it up for sake of this paper. That would be fine, as long as it's logical. Okay.